Hi, boys and girls. I am so excited to tell you that today I'm going to be interviewing a very, very special person. I told you about my brother-in-law. He is a moon rock hunter. His name is Joe. And I told you that his favorite thing in the whole world is moon rocks, and he can tell you all about moon rocks. There's one thing, I don't know, it might be a little bit intense, but moon rocks, some people steal moon rocks, and it was his job to try to find them.
Hi, boys and girls. I'm very happy to be here today. Uh, for many years, I was a special agent with NASA. I was sort of like a space cop. I investigated crimes that involved NASA and even outer space. But one of my favorite jobs was to hunt down missing and stolen moon rocks. And one day I actually had a case involving a moon rock that we gave to Honduras.
Where is Honduras?
Honduras is in Central America.
Okay, so it's south of the United States.
It's
Okay.
south of the United States, and if you look around, you'll see boys and girls that came from Honduras living here in Texas.
In fact, Mrs. Vaughn's son, Max, is from Honduras.
That's very exciting, and Honduras is a very beautiful country.
Indeed. Now, what I wanted to know, Joe, is first of all, the moon, we have discovered that it's made out of rock. Is that true?
Well, it's made out of rocks and dust, and in a lot of ways, it looks like some of the desert areas in the world on the world.
Oh.
Like if you were to go to Death Valley, it would look similar to that in some respects.
Wow. Now, what I want to know also is how did these moon rocks get to the United States, and why are people trying to steal them?
Well, there are only three ways that moon rocks make it to the Earth. One is meteorites, like this is a meteorite.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that's cool.
And let's say an asteroid hits the moon,
Okay.
rocks are kicked off of the moon,
Oh
and
my
they can
gosh.
actually come here in the form of a meteorite and be found. And we find them in like North Africa or in Chile or even Antarctica.
Wow.
So
How
that-
about the North Pole?
I'm sure there have been some found there, but I'm not familiar with those. I
Okay.
am familiar with the ones found in Antarctica and
I see.
Africa.
I see. Okay.
Some even in in the Middle East. Very
was just-
fun stuff.
I was wondering if Santa might have found a moon rock, but that was just a thought. Anyhow, so my other question was, why do people want to steal them? It's just a rock.
A rock much smaller than this, about this big, that
Oh.
just the tip of this, the very tip.
Uh-huh.
When I was a special agent, I had to get it. And that rock was sold to me for $5 million.
Wow.
$5 million, just a little bit, because that was an Apollo moon rock.
Uh-huh.
NASA went to the moon 6 times and
Uh-huh.
brought rocks and dust back. Apollo 11, which is the anniversary this year, the 50th, 12th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. There were 6 missions to the moon. And in each mission, they brought back moon rocks and dust.
Oh, wow.
Very exciting.
Super exciting. So now, are these magical rocks, or do they have special powers?
Well, they don't have special powers, but they're very, very old. For example, a rock like this would be anywhere from about 3.14 billion years old to almost 4.4 billion years old. Very old.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And so if you have something like this rock in your hand, you have something that's almost as old as the earth we live on.
Wow. That's really cool. Now, here's one last question that I have of you. Do you think that if we went on the playground, do you think that maybe we could find some moon rocks?
Well, you know what? I don't know. What I do believe is that you might find something as that could be very old.
Uh-huh.
That maybe you could find something that has a little gold in it.
Gold, wow.
Or a little platinum, or maybe even a little diamond somewhere.
That's cool.
But you got to look for it.
Yep, so maybe next time we go to the playground, we can look for some rocks. I said I had one last question, but I have another one. What do you think about the moon?
I think that someday we're going to be living on the moon.
Really?
I think that the
kids?
students in this class will actually travel to the moon, and then they will come back and tell people about what their trip was like.
Oh, really? So kids like, say, Jeremiah, maybe Grace, maybe Aiden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure those. And
Those kids could actually go, maybe even Ethan Van Buren, they could actually go maybe to the moon someday.
they could go there. They could skipper ships,
Wow.
spaceships,
Oh my
and they could
gosh.
live there. Because you know what? On the South Pole, the poles of the moon, there's been little ice that's been found, little pockets of ice.
Uh-huh.
They're from asteroids that come in.
Wow.
And so, what do we know about those little pockets of ice?
What?
Is that from ice you can make water,
Oh.
you can make oxygen, and you can make fuel for the spaceships.
Wow.
And so, I would expect that someday we'll have little settlements around those ice where they will be making oxygen and water for the people that are living in those settlements, and fuel to help keep the settlements warm.
Wow. Well, that's really exciting. Well, thank you so much, Joe. And if we have any questions, do you think that we can maybe Skype with you someday?
Absolutely. Please Skype with me.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, bye, Joe. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Kids,
guys.
say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.